Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best.
The NHL is going to be taking a look at a bunch of different rule changes for the upcoming season. Brendan Shanahan and the guys want to experiment, or at least try to see if these things will make the game better. I'll throw them out to you and just tell us what you think. The hybrid icing rule, they're worried about the safety of guys. They want to keep the excitement of it in, but they have to worry about the guy getting smucked into the boards, and lots of serious injuries come about that. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think, first of all, I think these are a good idea. This is the second, right? They had it last year in Toronto, where they bring these young prospect kids and they put games and try it. So I applaud the NHL for trying to look at making their game better. I don't think it needs a lot of changes. I would like to see the NHL stop changing and go with what they have, as opposed to always thinking they have to change. But the icing call, I think it should have been changed a long time ago to avoid guys charging down the ice, injuring a guy, plastering him against the glass.
Well, in that vein, one of the things that they're going to try at this R&D camp this year is to eliminate the trapezoid, where the goalies can only handle the puck in that certain blue paint behind the net. Now they're looking at eliminating that and seeing if goalies can just handle it. That will help eliminate a lot of defensemen getting absolutely murdered in there, because the goalies can help dish the puck out. That's a step in the right direction. But I disagree with you vehemently. I think it's very important that people know Brendan Shanahan, everyone at the NHL has said very clearly, we love our game the way it is right now. We don't want to change it radically. We're not looking to change it radically, but we always have to stay, in touch with what some of the possibilities or the advancements of the game may be. One of them is no changes on the fly.
Yep.
Sounds absolutely ridiculous, and anyone who's ever played a game of hockey will say that is absolutely undoable. But why not try it at one of these camps with some very high-level prospects? You got all sorts of scouts there, all GMs there. I think it's a great idea. Another one is if you go offside, then you can't make a change at the ensuing whistle. Or the next face-off goes into your own zone as if you almost got a penalty.
I like that rule.
These are a couple little things. These are little tweaks. You like it. Maybe I don't. You're unsure. There's only one way to find out. Do it at the R&D camp, and then maybe, if enough people like it, ask the AHL or one of the junior leagues to try it for a year and see what their findings are.
How about this one, the no icing rule when you're shorthanded? So if you're killing off a penalty, you can't relieve yourself of the pressure by dumping it down to the other end.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it'd be great, yeah.
Because it's
more offense.
More offense, and it makes the team that takes that penalty, penalize them even more. So I think that's a great idea.
And another rule was that the 2-minute penalties would be fulfilled right, they would run in their entirety no matter how many goals you scored. And that's an interesting one as well, that they're going to throw it and they're going to try it. And I got no problem with that. I'm fascinated to find out how it goes.
But here's the one thing, and I like these ideas, I'm kind of hypocritical here, but does the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NFL do this too? Do they always try and say, well, how can we change, or do they just take their game?
Well, they do sometimes, Grant.
Well, but they don't do it as much. My concern, Eric, is that we Canadians analyze this game and want to tweak it all the time. And it seems like in the last decade, we think more about how we should change the rules too quickly.
No, but that's just the media talking. You don't hear NHL executives or GMs so much talking.
Well, they've hired a guy like
of
Brendan Shanahan to run an R&D camp to look into it. So to me,
a weekend camp, like a 2-day camp, if nothing else is solved, you've got all the top prospects in hockey in one place so that all the scouts in the league can go and watch them. Like, there's your benefit right there, if nothing else comes out of it. Otherwise, you remember, this is the second official year for the R&D camp, but they've been doing this for a handful of years now. Now it's just getting to be very official. I know, talking to E.J. McGuire, rest his soul, he died this year, but all through this season, I used to speak with him all the time. This was his baby, the R&D camp, and he was so excited about some of the different things that they would try every year. And one of the things years ago they tried was the circular nets. Remember, they weren't rectangular anymore. Ridiculous, right? But I don't have a problem with them trying.
What about the overtime, guys? There are those who believe that in the NHL circles, they're not really thrilled with the shootout. Now they want to kind of play with this, where you have 4 minutes of 4-on-4 and then 3 minutes of 3-on-3.
You don't like it? You think it's a gimmick?
Well, we just go on and on
Well,
about
just throwing it out, Grant.
And then they have
You sound like William Shatner. Then, Mr. Spock, we can't change these rules.
We're always overanalyzing this thing. I mean, why can't we just keep it as it is? Like the shootout rule, I think is fun.
like the shootout.
We all
You don't like 3-on-3 hockey?
I don't want to see 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3. No, I think we're getting too ridiculous. Why not keep it the way it is? You've got 5 minutes and you've got a shootout. Who doesn't like watching the shootout? We all like watching the shootout.
I'd
but
just see
I
the
think
shootout.
it's entertaining.
I'd rather just see the shootout.
And forget the 5-on.
Yeah.
I agree.
Get it
with
over
that.
with.
Sure, I love the shootout, but I also love 4-on-4, and I love 3-on-3. I like it all. I don't see any problem.
myself.
Give it-
Oh, hold it.
Why not give
Sorry.
the fans all what they want? Some 4-on-4, some 3-on-3. That's disturbing, Mike. God, you threw me right off.
I know.
But again, I'm beating a dead horse, but is there
Yes,
not
you
at some
are.
point, Eric, where we have to say, this is a good game. Let's
No,
keep it. Let's
no,
change.
I totally disagree.
Why don't we change the
You're
marketing?
Old. You're old now. Now you're sounding old.
No.
That-
Maybe.
Old man politics.
Oh, that's a conversation stopper there. No. Let's maybe look at how we do the business of the game. Maybe let's look at how we market the game.
So what do you want to do? Have a big conference? That'll be exciting. We'll all get together in a room, and all these pencil pushers will say, "Well, we need to do more of this. We need more
Maybe-
guys in green shirts on
Maybe we
commercials."
have to sell the game better. Maybe that Pittsburgh, Washington, what was it called, 24/7. Maybe we need more of those kind of things. Have you seen on on Showtime in the States where they have a camera crew following the San Francisco Giants all season long? It's called The Franchise. You can get it here in Calgary on Shaw Cable, and it's fantastic. So maybe the NHL has to start changing how they sell the game, not worrying about the little things on the ice, but how the perception is to the fan.
They're doing that.
How?
They're being more innovative. They're having outdoor games. They're doing commercials. They're doing 24/7.
What commercials?
They're the best in all of pro sports at social media marketing and networking. They're the best at all that. God, I'll explain what social networking is next week.
I know.
You ever seen one
I
of
met
these?
a girl
These
there on
phones
social
are
network.
fantastic too.
Can utility be a poster? Can utility keep you up at night, dreaming? Can utility put thoughts in your head? Depends on what you mean by utility. Introducing the new Porsche Cayenne and Cayenne S Hybrid. Lighter, more agile, more efficient. More Porsche than ever.